Welcome back to Brains, Bots, and Business, where we're all in on AI. And today we're talking about one of the biggest updates to hit ChatGPT since plugins, and that's agents, and more specifically, the Responses API. So you might have built a chatbot before or dabbled in some prompts, but what if your AI could actually interact with your documents, with your CRM, with your calendar, and with your team? This is no longer about talking to an assistant. It's about building an entire agent ecosystem, and OpenAI just gave us the tools to do it. So this is bigger than just a new feature drop. Think of the Responses API like a control panel for modular business agents. So these are AI systems that don't just talk, but they actually execute. So what's changed is you can now have real-time file syncing, smart connector switching, quicker responses, more reliable formatting, and shared projects to allow for team collaboration. This is laying the groundwork for building AI infrastructure, not just automation hacks. So let's say for a second you're running an operations for a mid-sized business. Normally, creating a client onboarding document means chasing down 4 people, copy-pasting from some old documents, formatting it in Word or Canva for a few hours. Now, you can build a custom agent that's going to pull the right onboarding steps from past projects, reference your internal brand templates, generate a fresh Google document, and flag anything it's not quite sure about. So suddenly, your AI isn't just a tool anymore, it's kind of an extension of your team with access to the stuff that your team members typically have. So this API unlocks and gives access to developers to have structured control. They can define what type of response they want, they can pull from the connected tools, they can respond in code blocks, in bullet points, or summaries. So it's not just answers, it's AI that formats its thinking to and adjusts for your workflow. So why do I think it's a game changer for business? This update's finally going to make agent workflows repeatable, shareable, and brand safe. You can build agents with guardrails to protect your tone and brand voice, task-specific instructions, and shared knowledge between the various team members and agents. So removing, from custom prompts to enterprise-grade intelligence. So what you're going to need to make this all work for clear goals, approved data sources, a solid brand blueprint, and someone who actually understands how to build for business logic. Otherwise, you're just going to spin up smarter versions of chaos. So you definitely don't want to do that because agents aren't magic. If you feed them vague instructions, bad brand examples, or don't give them guardrails, they'll make the same mistakes people can make. They may mislabel tasks, they may hallucinate or assume, and they may send incomplete summaries or information to your real clients. And we're seeing this happen with some of our clients that are messing around with this. And it's not always because someone skipped the blueprint. It's not about whether you should use AI, it's about whether you're building the right systems around AI. So agents are here, Responses API is real, this is super exciting. The companies that are going to win with this are going to be the ones that define the right agent for the job and train it to think like their best employee. This week on Brains, Bots, and Business, I've got a challenge for you. Pick one repeatable task your team does weekly. Write out the steps. Now imagine what kind of AI agent could own 80% of that task. We'll see you next time. Same channel, smarter bots.